loves, it is currently 8 o'clock and I'm going to tackle this house. I need to clean the kitchen. I need to clean the dining area, my office, which you guys haven't seen. You guys haven't seen an update on my office. Well, let me tell you, it's a hot mess right now. There's stuff everywhere. I work from there and I often like open PR boxes and they're just like all over the place. I also have some laundry to do because if I don't do laundry tonight, we don't have clean sheets. So some of our sheets are in the dryer, and actually not in the dryer. I need to put them in the dryer and I have to put it back on the bed. I've been working out for the past couple days and I'm sore everywhere, especially my butt. You heard right, my butt. I've been doing like these bridge things and oh, it's on fire. I can't even sit down. So I'm like, might as well clean, right? And I know how much you guys love clean with me videos. We just got done eating Panda Express because the kitchen was too dirty for me to cook. I know that is like the worst excuse, but can anyone relate? Like if your kitchen is dirty, like it's so much harder to cook and it's all my fault. Yesterday night, I was way too tired, so I fell asleep on the couch and I was like, oh, I'll do it in the morning. Morning never came because I was so busy working. We need to get all the dishes out of the washer machine. We need to put them away, and then we need to tackle this over here. Whenever I have laundry in the washer or in the dryer, I like to tackle that first. That way, as things are drying or washing, I can go ahead and concentrate on other parts of the house that I have to clean, because it takes about 45 minutes for each load to process. So what I like to do is as soon as clothes come out of the dryer, I will immediately hang them up in order to prevent any wrinkles, and also that way I can go ahead and fold them right away so I don't have a pile of unfolded laundry somewhere in the house, because it could easily accumulate, because once it's all nice and clean, it's so easy to kind of forget about it. So that's a habit that I created when I lived in my other house, because I just couldn't stand doing laundry, and I'm like, this just goes by so much faster and it eliminates me having to steam or iron every single little thing. So a lot of Ricardo's dress shirts do need ironing in the morning, and so I'll go ahead and I'll hang them up here. I really like this rack that we have because it's off the floor, and I like that it's just so much easier to put our clothes away. So all of Ricardo's clothes get hung up except for like his shorts or pajama bottoms, and then all of my tops get hung up in my closet too. But then like my workout clothes, my jeans, pants, leggings, shorts, or pajamas all get folded. So this was a load mostly of Ricardo's clothes for work, since I wanted to make sure that he had clean clothes for the week. That was like the priority. I always clean his clothes before I clean mine. And then I just went ahead and I started putting everything up. I want to know what your strategy is when it comes to folding laundry. Like, when do you guys do it? Do you guys hang up all your clothes, or do you guys fold the majority of them? I'm just curious. I love watching these clean with me videos because it gives me ideas too. I immediately like to transfer everything from the washer to the dryer. That way they don't stay there overnight and I forget about them. I use these little balls in order to prevent these sheets from drying only in one spot, because sometimes they get stuck on the side of the machine and it helps them. And then these dryer sheets smell so amazing. They're from Mrs. Meyer's, the basil scent, and I really do love how they smell, but I feel like it doesn't stay on my clothes very well. It just smells good in general. Now that we are done putting the laundry away and also putting a load into the machine, I'm gonna go ahead and tackle the kitchen, especially this dining room area, because this used to be a catch-all and it used to be a lot dirtier throughout the day. But I've noticed that if I clean things out every night and I try to eliminate putting stuff on the table, not everything is going to end up there. Like, it's not a catch-all anymore, but there are some things that still make it to the table, like my wallet, some scissors, Ricardo's bag from work, and like my waist trainer. But I've been doing a better job. To wipe down all of the counters and our table, I've been using the Mrs. Meyer's apple cider scent multi-surface cleaner, and it smells really good. I like it. I want to try out the pumpkin one. I've heard so many good things about it, but I'm waiting to run out of this, which I'm pretty sure it'll be soon because I use this on all of my counters. This is such a random thing to have in my kitchen, but I just came and dropped this on the counter after our bicycle ride. This is a waistband that my friend Sandy gave me, and you sweat so much when you wrap this around your waist, like excessively. So I highly recommend it. I do love it. I'll have a link down below where you guys can find it. These need to go downstairs. We had some micheladas last night and they were bomb. They were so good. And my favorite beer to use for micheladas is Modelo. When it comes to the laundry and dishes, it's just a never-ending cycle. So you have to keep up with them, otherwise it can accumulate easily like they did last night. So right now I'm taking all of the clean dishes out of the dishwasher, and it was a full load. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start restocking it again with the dirty ones. Now I feel like I have a really good method when it comes to storing my containers. I found a rack on Amazon.com, and I got it for all of like my lids and Tupperware, and it's keeping everything really nice and organized. Highly recommend it. You can put it in any drawer and it keeps everything really well separated. I try my best to rinse off our plates before going into the dishwasher, that way they clean better, but sometimes it's just a little messy depending on what you're eating or what you cooked. So what I like to do is I like to toss an extra pod right in the center, and I feel like my dishes come out a lot cleaner with that little boost. And then after that, I'll go ahead and I'll wash any of the pots and pans. I never put my pots and pans inside of the dishwasher just because I like to wash them by hand. I feel like I do a better job, and sometimes there's like grease or just food that's stubborn, and I would just rather do it myself by hand, because also I feel like the coating on special pans comes off a lot easier if I do put it in the dishwasher. Even though it's tedious and Ricardo pretends like he doesn't know how to wash pots and pans, I'll go ahead and I'll wash them myself. He's a great husband. He helps me clean as much as he possibly can, but that's just one thing he can't do. Like, he just says, "Belinda, I don't know how to wash that pan. Can you do it?" And I'm like, "Okay, fine, I will." Like, I get it. That's like his excuse, but he does help me really well, so I can't complain. Is there a stovetop cleaner that you guys absolutely love and recommend? Let me know, because I recently bought this one from Method and I thought it was going to be really great by cutting through the grease, and it didn't do much of anything. So I'm like, I need something that's going to clean things very well and not be like super harsh when it comes to the chemicals. So if you guys have something that you recommend, please let me know. I would love to get one, because I just feel like the ones that I've been using lately haven't been doing the job. After taking everything off the floor, now it's time to vacuum with the Dyson vacuum. I love this thing for our floors, and we actually have the dock inside of this closet. My dad installed a power outlet there, which is so amazing because it's not like in any specific room. It's out of the way, it's stored really nicely, and it's just so convenient. I remember I was contemplating for a really long time whether I should buy this, and I'm so glad I did because it really is so much easier to sweep the floors. Instead of sweeping, I use the vacuum, and it gets all of those little hairs that I used to just like brush around. It gets the corners really well, and it's just so easy to dispose of it once you are done instead of like trying to sweep it onto like a little pan and then throw it out. Like, it's just so much easier. I got the least expensive one for my consciousness because I feel like these are so expensive, but I think they're really worth it. They are, because it's just so much easier. Next that we have to tackle is the office. We just have a bunch of random stuff on the shelves. The desk isn't that messy, but then over here, it's just a nightmare. We have a bunch of PR boxes that need to go upstairs, like my purses too. We have mail. This box right here is a lamp that I'm going to be returning because I did not like how it looked. I did not like the finish. I bought it from Wayfair.com and it didn't look like the picture at all. So I'm going to be returning that. We have some more PR packages and just like a bunch of random stuff that we need to pick up. I have a bad habit of putting all of the packages that I get from PR in this corner, and then it accumulates and then I forget about them. But I try to share them with you guys on social media, like on Instagram or Snapchat or on my vlogs. This one right here is from Sigma, and they came out with 2 beautiful new palettes, and their brushes are really, really good. But I was like, should I share them or should I like put them away? And then it just creates a big old pile. But I often love to give a lot of these things away to you guys if I have doubles, or if I just don't need a palette for a specific thing, or just, you know, whenever I want to give you guys some goodies, I will have giveaways. So be on the lookout for those. I did have one recently in one of my last videos, and it was a box filled with a bunch of makeup for you guys. And I think this is a new Urban Decay palette, which is so pretty. But like, the boxes are a little bit bulky, so I'll go ahead and I'll put them close to the garage. That way I can put them in the recycling bin and then take everything upstairs into the glam room. This was a huge random mess over here, and when I don't know where to begin to clean up things, I start making little piles of things. I'm like, okay, this is all one category, this needs to go upstairs, and I'll start making piles. That way it looks a lot cleaner as I'm putting them together, and then eventually I can start putting piles in different areas. Because sometimes I'm like, I don't know where to begin, like I don't know what to do, what should I grab first? My box from Stitch Fix came in and I really wanted to open it, but I'm like, if I open it now, it's gonna distract me from cleaning and finishing this video. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it to the side and I'll see it later. Junk mail. Oh my god, not only junk mail, but just snail mail in general drives me nuts. So I'm like, I cannot stand going through this. So I started making different piles of things that I needed to recycle, like newspaper, and then things that I had to go through. And then I started grabbing all of the pile of things that need to go upstairs, brought them up, and then open up some more PR packages that were easy to go through that I already saw but just needed to go into the recycling bin outside. I like to keep up with the dusting in this area because I do have like sticky mats and sticker items that I need to make my stickers, and so I want to keep it always nice and clean. Also, I get a lot of questions about this desk. It is from IKEA, and it's really cool because it extends further to provide more workspace, which I really enjoy, and it's really inexpensive for like IKEA furniture, and it's just so much easier. Alright, so now let's tackle on this side of the office. When it comes to paperwork, I do keep myself very organized. We have a filing cabinet and I've categorized everything under the moon in there, and it's just so much easier to find things when Ricardo needs certain paperwork or anything like that. He can easily go in there and find it. I like to print out all of my contracts when I work with a brand or just things in general, and I need to keep myself really organized with that because I have to just make sure that I'm reading over them. So I print everything out, I'll let Ricardo go over it, and then I'll go ahead and file it into the file cabinet. my desk wasn't bad at all. I just needed to categorize a couple of things and then put all of my stickers away. I love stickers, especially in my planner. So I went ahead and I just made sure that I read over any paperwork that was on top and then categorize that in the filing cabinet as well. I keep a lot of paperwork on top of my desk and I shouldn't, because sometimes things get lost or I'll forget about them. But I want to know what kind of planner you guys have. Right now I have the Erin Condren planner and it works really well. I like to keep it in top of my desk. And then once I am done clearing everything out, I'll go ahead and I'll dust it off with the Pledge cleaner to make sure that there's no stains. I eat my breakfast here, I eat my lunch here. It's gross, I know, because there's like crumbs and stuff in there, but that's what I do because I work the majority of the time from my computer, and so I'm constantly like sitting here for like 8 hours at a time sometimes, and there's always like coffee drips or like crumbs or things from me eating, so I want to keep that nice and clean. I have a clear mat underneath our rolling chair, that way it doesn't damage our wooden floors, and so I just went ahead and I removed that and then vacuumed the entire floor because the dogs love to be in here when I'm working, and so they often shed, and I find a lot of their hair over here in this area. So after picking up Coco's little toys, I went ahead and I made sure to vacuum the entire floor, which was so much easier with this Dyson vacuum. I am a sweaty mess after all of that cleaning, and I am going to end it here because it's getting late. It's already 11 and I want to go to sleep early today because tomorrow I'm going to go on a hike and I need all the energy that I need, and I kind of want to edit this video tonight. So I was like, if I end this early, I can edit the video and then I can go to sleep. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Likes always help my channel because it lets YouTube know that people are engaged, and it's most likely to pop up on other people's feed, and that is how you get on the recommendations page. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Muchos besos. Mwah.